Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Apple Dreadnoughts and to the Spanish campaign, where Colombia is apparently causing problems. Although the US is attacking on land, which probably means we're not going to get it, but I will try my best to capture a province that is, doable. We're going to have to send all the ships over. It's going to be very expensive. Right, there we go. Can I see what progress the US have made, actually? 25%, that's not good. Right, in terms of tech, in about 19 months we'll get the Mark III 5-inch, which means we can refit our destroyers, maybe start work on a new destroyer version. We're about to get the Mark II 13-inch. Yeah, we've not really got anything too exciting coming down the pipeline. The Silencios are not ready yet. And other than that, I think everything is quite quiet. So I'm going to see how this conquest goes. It's going to take at least 6 months, probably more like 8. And I'll let you know how it goes. Welcome back. By the skin of our teeth, we actually managed to grab northern Colombia before the Americans. Love it. Okay. Annoyingly, I think the fleets have gotten merged, even though I tried to avoid that. Yeah, they did. So I'm going to send both ships back to Barcelona, or both fleets, and then I'll split them back up. And this is the Caribbean fleet. Back you go. Lovely. Now then, how... 6 months. Okay, good. 6 months, that's not too long. It's not too long at all. We might... the relations are starting to deteriorate with the Austro-Hungarians. I'm fine with this. We're not going to get too much out of a war with Austria-Hungary. They don't have very much for us to take. But... we can sink a bunch of their ships, we can get some cash, and we should be able to cause them a fair few problems if they do get into a war with us. Plus, for content reasons, it might be fun to have a crack at Austria-Hungary. If they're isolated, they are another Mediterranean power. Oh, well. No, they don't own any of this stuff down here. So, yeah, we're not going to get anything off them. But, yeah, if they want to mess with us, we'll deal with it. Anyway, I'm going to double-check my... Project Amigos is going very, very well. I don't want to ally with anybody, because that will drag me into wars, which I want to have full control over. So even if the Soviets get super cozy, we will be saying no. Which I also think is in keeping, given that the fact that we're a constitutional monarchy. Although the nationalists are not as super popular as they used to be, they are still getting a majority, and unfortunately we seem to be using first past the post, so they're nowhere close to being out of power. Yeah, that's it, really. It's May 1907. I'll see you in January 1908, unless something else kicks off, when our Dreadnought should be ready. Well, here's something. Liberia. Now, it doesn't require a lot, so I'm going to divert the fleet from that's heading back towards Cadiz. Again, this is a spoiler attack, because the French are trying to attack them. Would be handy, because it's halfway between Equatorial Guinea and Western Sahara. Gives us a little coaling station, basically. But yeah, I'll keep an eye on that, and I'll let you know how it goes. Well, Portuguese Guinea. Sure. Okay. Wow, that's only at 35? Fucking hell. Right. You lot. Get over there. Apparently. Right, I'll try and juggle these and deal with all this nonsense. Well, we failed on Liberia, but we succeeded on Portuguese Guinea, which is fine, whatever. Need to try and get the ships back into port. It's so expensive to keep ships at sea. Yeah, nice little territorial pickup. The French are going to grab Liberia. I'm just wondering if there are any other kind of low-hanging fruit miners that we could maybe hoover up. Probably not. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to get all that sorted out. And how are the Dreadnoughts doing? 1 month of exciting stuff. And in 3 months, we'll have a new new 5-inch gun. And we'll have a new destroyer hull, meaning that we can upgrade all of our existing destroyers and maybe start producing some new ones. Okay, the Silencios are commissioning up. The rest of the fleet is in port, thank goodness. Relations with the Italians and the Austrians is dropping, but that's, as I said, fine. What we need to do now, though, is take the Astro Diablos in for a little cheeky refit, because we have the new Mark III 5-inch. Let's make them 40 caliber guns, so they get a little bit longer. Right, what else can we upgrade with you? Still stuck on coal. We can put you onto a turbine, though, which is going to help a lot. Get you an auxiliary engine. Propeller shaft. Superior armor. Better anti-flood. Because I have lost a couple of these. Better shells. I think we'll stick with the advanced hydraulic turrets for now. Just because I don't want to introduce cost and flaws that I don't have to. Coincidence 2 and radios. They've got a lot of weight remaining, which is fantastic because we can improve their survivability. We can get them a reload for their torpedoes. And we can make them standard crew quarters. And they actually have a pretty decent range now. Can we up that again? No, no way. But with 300% engine efficiency, they're getting a lot of basically free range. Do we have? No, we don't have triple launchers yet. Still, that's a decent little upgrade for the Astro Diablos. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to authorize the refit. And then I'll see you in a couple of months when we get the new destroyer hull. Okay, a couple of months later, and we have the Destroyer 2. The Cadasso. Alright. Okay, we're going to go minimum beam, minimum draft again. Medium. Because I think we can get these faster. Let's go for 960 tons. I might just go for an even 1,000, you know. Maybe pushing the boat out a little bit. We'll see how they compare to the Astro Diablos when we finish. How many, what I'm going to do build-wise. But they are going to be very similar to the Astro Diablos, I think. But they're not going to need as many engines. As many funnels. Engines, funnels, same deal, right? Yeah, they're just going to be dual stack. Rear tower. And then, do I go 3-5 inches again? Or do we try and pack in an extra gun? Or do we go extra torpedo? Okay, if we go extra torpedo, we're at 989. If we go extra gun, we're at 974. Okay, I'd rather have the gun then. Okie dokie. Right. Base fuse, get ballistic, powder TNT, advanced hydraulics, 18-inch torch with a reload. We are overweight, ladies and gentlemen. Probably because we're trying to go too fast. What about if we went down to 32 knots? Wow, that saves almost nothing. It does save a little bit, though. I'll maybe come back to that. Crew quarters. Yeah, that saves a bit. Do you know what? Yeah, let's cut it back to 32 knots. It will make a pretty big difference. Go. Many bulkheads. Oh wait, the armor on the ship might need a look at. Three, two. What did the Astro Diablos have in terms of armor? I don't remember. Let's go for a half. 0.2, 0.2, half. Yeah, something like that. Right. Okay. It is the fuel. Oh, yeah, fuel. For sure is the fuel. So these are a little bit faster, they're a little bit bigger, and they have an extra gun. They do cost about a third more. So I see these as more a larger complement to, rather than a replacement of, the Astro Diablos, especially now that they've been refitted. Yeah. Okay. But they'll help. I think I'll build 8 just to bring our total destroyer numbers up to 30. And yeah, they'll act as a kind of destroyer leaner type ship, I guess. Anyway, I'll go get those under construction. Okay, welcome back. We've now got a bunch of different armoured cruisers. Now, these are probably going to be the last armoured cruisers we have for a while. I'm building some more Cadasol. Yeah, Cadasso. Why am I trying to put an extra syllable in there? The rest of them are starting to commission up, which is good. But I'm basically building some for export. In terms of an armoured cruiser, though, let's have a little look at what we're dealing with. So, the large cruiser, the Vendar hull, I'm not a big fan. The Armoured Cruiser 5 actually is super clean and modern looking. And then we also have the large armoured cruiser, which is attractive because it has casement guns. AC5 is... It's faster, thanks to that better hull form. Large armoured cruiser, though, has those casement slot. I think for our current purposes... Oh, that's just garbage. Don't want that one. This would give us a very nice, clean, modern ship. That could potentially be relatively fast and keep up with the dreadnoughts. But I think I can get this to go 21 knots as well. So if we go for this and min beam, min draft, min displacement. Let's go actually go for 11,500. That's pretty big. That's as big as our... It's as big as a Intrepido, almost. So it's really a massive armoured cruiser. If you try and go for the 21 knots, what does 21 and 18? Ah, fuck. Okay, we might have to go for the AC5 then, because I want them to be able to keep up with our... Yeah, that's a much better option, because I want them to be able to keep up with the dreadnoughts. Let's go with a slightly cheaper tower. Probably the better rear tower. Probably a couple of medium funnels. Yeah, medium funnel 2s. They're slightly off step, but that's fine. Engine efficiency is a bit of a problem. I'm going to have to force the boilers. And then it's what guns do we bring? Now, given that I don't have casements, I think I'm going to go for the 8-inch gun rather than the 9. And the reason for that is I reckon I'm going to get, in version 2 of the mod, I should get the Mark III 8-inch long before I get access to the Mark III 9-inch, or at the very worst, they kind of appear around the same time. We're already working our way through Mark III, the Mark III small guns, and we are a long way off getting any of the Mark III big guns. Design is currently focused on making guns bigger. And I think we go for an ABXY 8-inch cruiser, which is basically a modern heavy cruiser, but it just won't be as fast. It's also a little bit chunky. But I think we can make it work. We can get some 2-inch pop guns. But the main job of this thing is going to be using its 8-inch guns. We could mount a couple of torpedo tubes. Underwater torpedo tubes. Well, actually, no. I think that now that the Silencio has shown us the way forward in terms of design, we're going to go for an all-big gun cruiser. That's my plan. I'm also slightly concerned about cost, but I think these will be a good replacement for our armoured cruisers. Well, actually, we don't need to replace our armoured cruisers right now. These could be in addition to, which would be very spicy. At 50 million each. Yeah, they're double as San Salvador. But I think they'll be a hell of a lot more capable. Right. Oops. What did I just press? 75% armor quality. Yep. What are you going through with your 8-inch 40 caliber guns? Actually, pretty good pen. Okay, let's armor ourselves again as the 6-inch gun in case. Actually, no. Let's grab the 5-inch because it's our best Mark III. So we want at least 3 inches everywhere. And yeah, the deck is not important. 0.5, 0.2. I think 9-inch on the turret is going to be, well, more than enough. So yeah, 8 on the bar bit. Casement 3 and 0.2. Inner belt 1.5. And then I'd like an 8-inch main belt. Oh, too much. Okay. Do you know what? I'm going to tone down the extended to 2-inch. It's because I need to put conning tower armor on before all the comments shout at me. And we're underway, which is lovely. I think I'll leave it there. I don't think I can get... No. Can't get extra range out of this ship. But a Dreadnought cruiser like this, you know, to escort our existing... to escort our Dreadnoughts is going to be really, really handy. And I think if I am able to construct these, I think a reorganization of the fleet is in order. I think I'm going to put the Nuestra Senora del Pilars and the San Salvadors and the Intrepidos into a single fleet. And I'm going to put the Silencios and the San Juan de Gargorios together in another. And I'd like to build 6 of these. It's a bit of a stretch given our current budget. But I think if I do that, I can actually, if I did that, the pre-Dreadnought, 6 of those at 12,000. 6 times 12, that's 72, plus the 21,000 Silencios. That's enough for an invasion fleet. I can actually mothball all of the pre-Dreadnought era large ships. So I think I'll do that. I'm gonna order 6 of these, 2 for each Dreadnought, and then I'm going to mothball all of these and sell them off. That's what I'm going to do. Right, I'm going to go head over to the fleet screen and sort that out. As I was heading over, I changed my mind. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to redeploy all of the current armoured cruisers and the Intrepidos over to either the Caribbean or to the Philippines. And they're going to act as our colonial fleet. because I was thinking too concentrated. But I am still going to try and order 6 of these, expensive though it is. These are going to be our, well, home cruisers. Barcelona, Valencia, Cadiz. Okay. To afford this, though, I'm going to have to cut tech and crew spending. I'll fix this later, but I'm going to be moving ships around in a minute. So, all the Nuestras and the Intrepidos are going to be relocated now at 21,000 tons. Yeah, Havana is just... What are you doing at sea? Actually, I'm going to relocate you to Havana. It's costing me money. And I'm going to move one of the Intrepidos over to Santiago de Cuba. Let's move San Fulgencio. And she can bring with her Cardinal Cosnos and the Nuestra. And that'll give me a nice little Caribbean fleet. And then, yeah, the other one, which is here, Valencia. You're going to go off to Manila with Hercules, San Salvador, and San Salvador Aquinas. And then Barcelona, Genovese. Actually going to pop you in Casablanca. So she's not too far away. She can be used to support, but it'll help us keep an eye on our African holdings. I think that's probably my best bet. Right, I'm going to sort all that out, and yeah, I'll see you once I've kind of finished all that. Okay, welcome back. I'm trying to fix the budget as best I can, but yeah, we're at the point where basically we're at our maximum fleet size. We are about to get the Mark III 6-inch gun, though, in 8 months. We're also getting Krupp 1, so that will prompt a refit of the Conde del Veneditos, which are still in service. But also the Navarez class is not too far away. But I might... tell you what, I'm going to have a look at what the 6-inch gun turret looks like. And do I have twin guns for light cruisers yet? No. Oh, no, no. That's secondary. Damn, got excited. But yeah, okay, so... Given I got 1 on 6, 1 on 7, well, we'll wait. We'll do one. That'll stagger it anyway. Are we getting anything good down here? Ooh, battle cruisers. Can we afford a battle cruiser? Do we need a battle cruiser? I think jumping in with a Generation 1 battle cruiser, they might not suit our needs, but I'll have a look at the hull at the very least. Right, I'll see you in 8 months. Alright, we've got the Mark III 6-inch gun. No, I'm not building you anything. Stop it. Right, let's head in and get the Conde de Veneditos. It's their new guns. And they look exactly the same as the old ones. Right. Okay, I think we'll stick with 40s for them. We can get them a radio. We can get them better range finders, bigger torps. Better shells. Oh, we could test out cordite. Yeah, why not? Better shell. Improve the anti-flash. Improve the armor. Probably just going to stick with hydraulic for now. Shaft, petrol, turbine. Don't need to reduce anything. And wow, they get a lot of displacement freed up. Well, I think the first thing I want to try and do is push them to 21 knots so that they can escort the dreadnoughts. They already have maximum bulkheads. The rest, I think range is going to be the most useful thing. So bump their range a teeny bit to help them generate more missions. It's going to be 2 months in dock for them. But that's gonna help a lot. Okay, cool. I'll get that on the go. Oh, welcome back. After making some questionable event choices, the right-wing party has won the elections and formed the government. Now I'm going to try and keep unrest as low as bloody possible because I really don't want the nationalists back in charge. Right, the Italians refuse to comply. Our fleet must be free to navigate on global waters. Yes, our ambassador was absolutely right. Screw you, China. No. Right. Okay, so in terms of construction, we still have the Santa Maria de Grazia building. I had to suspend it briefly to get the cruisers refitted. The light cruisers, I mean. We're in a pretty good state. So I'm going to start, not that it's going to take very much, increasing tensions with the Italians. But just, yeah, 0 GDP growth was a hell of a lot better than negative. I'd like to get the centres back in, but the right wing is good enough. Good enough for me. We are actually comfortably ahead of Japan, GDP-wise. And the next country on the list is the Soviet Union. In terms of Italy, our main rival, we have 6 battleships. They really don't have very much. It's almost like they're not... I mean, they have been building stuff. It's almost like they've kind of given up building. They've got a load of money in the bank. So I'm not quite sure what they're about. But if they're unprepared, then I'm going to go in and smash them. Smash them good. But before that, given that we have... Yes, I could increase this. Well, what's the build amount going to be? 15,000 tons. That would get me to 46,000 tons, which is Spain probably going to be the biggest ship we're going to build for a while. So I'm actually going to take this opportunity to, oh fucking hell, invest into the shipyards and keep my spending at 50-50 for now. I know I'm behind in tech, but we actually have the key technologies that we need right now, and we can catch up later. We did get the battlecruiser, but it's this hull. It's which doesn't really match any of our existing ships. So I think I'm going to wait on the battlecruisers. I think I'll jump into the battlecruisers when we can make something really nasty, maybe with 14, 15 or 16-inch guns, depending on what we kind of end up settling on. Yeah, I think it's time to kick over the hornet's nest that is Italy again. Actually, let's see if we can see what that tension does again. And this time we do have the force to invade Sardinia. So I think we go for Sardinia, we go for Sicily, and that will give us 3 very high-end provinces for us to take. No, we don't want any allies. Thank you very much. -5. It's not that much. But we're getting very close to war now. Tell you what, I'm going to go keep annoying them and see if I can get that to kick off. Yeah, one more round of tensions, and we have a war with Italy. Smashing. Okay. That should give me enough money to dump into the tech budget, which is what I really, really think we need. I think we've got a pretty large crew pool. We don't have a lot of highly trained crews, but the maximum I can get them to is green anyway. So that's not a huge issue. And I'm immediately going to send out Silencio, San Vicente, and Intrepido. Wait, Intrepido? Did I send the wrong ship over here? I feckin' did. Right. I am a genius. Complete genius. Don't be annoyed with me. Please. Right, you two need to swap. You two need to get over there, and I might be able to go straight off. Yeah, we can. I'd want to see if I can get a port strike first, though. I'm going to end the turn and see if that does it. Ah, there we go. A nice little port strike. And we get the 15-inch Mark 1. Very nice. No, you may not have one of those. Now, what does it look like if we go for the naval invasion of Sardinia? Yeah, 21,000 tons. That's a lot more reasonable. Approved. Yeah, these ships are still exchanging, but no combat yet. Although the Italians have stuck their entire fleet right here. Yeah, I'm going to hopefully get the naval invasion on the go. Okay, naval invasion going on. Initially at 44%, but that's only with one fleet inside the invasion zone. The other two are on their way. I have had to cut funding back to 50% and increase transport cap spending because, of course, we are starting to lose the odd merchantman here and there. Yeah, we need to make this quick. I might just take Sardinia. We'll see how it goes. But we immediately have a battle, and unfortunately, it looks like the Italians are still using ancient rubbish. So it doesn't look like this is going to be the world's most exciting war. But the Ottomans are helping with whatever the fuck this thing is. What is that? I must see this. I was really hoping the Italians had done something sensible, but it doesn't look like they have. That is... Is that an Italian? It's the same design as the Italian. Anyway, whatever it is, get the fuck out of here. Because that is genuinely one of the worst ships I've ever seen. Just 14 knots. Genuinely just piss off. Right. Yeah, I'll pop you on save, because we do have a reload for you now. Save, 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 save. Good. Turn off all the nonsense, please. Right. Where is the enemy? This way. Let's go. These are all Astro Diablos, aren't they? Yes. And sure, it's a heavy cruiser, but with iron plate armor and probably no, yeah, there you go. No defense against torpedoes at all. I wonder if Italy has some sort of thing where they've decided that naval power isn't important. Because whatever they've decided to do, I think we should punish them. I think given how weak their fleet is, we should go very hard at them. Look at that. Just... This is such an old ship. You cannot float around. It was bad when it was built. It's fucking apocalyptically shit now. It's just ridiculous. Torpedoes away. Don't think I'll need them to hit though. Man of fire the Aquila is taking. Nope. Actual garbage. Right. Well, with the cruiser sinking, there's probably a transport over here somewhere. No, I don't think they're that way. Despite what you think, game. Although it's a torpedo boat, so that's remaining, isn't it? Maybe it is that way. Anyway, I can't be bothered chasing it down. 2 torpedo boats. Yeah. Don't really care about 2 torpedo boats. I'll take a little... a little bath toy getting absolutely ruined by some destroyers. God. That's 20 years out of date, that ship. 20. And it wasn't good when it wasn't out of date. Oh, Italy. Right. I'm going to head back to the map myself, but I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.